And they said this is the
Tiffy
buff
time.
Barbie doll built for success.
Come on, Tiffy.
This night has been disappointing enough for me. I need...
Is that a tag? Is that a tag on her left arm?
I didn't see.
There was a sticker on Eric's boot tonight. Watch when she raises her left arm. See it? It's on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like a tag from her outfit that she didn't pull off. Unless it's a patch and there's a blood pack or something in it, and there's going to be... I could see that easily.
I don't know.
She ain't going to blade. We all know that.
No.
I can't scar my pretty face. What would Ludwig say?
I don't know. She might be too big for Ludwig now. He better step his game up.
Oh, come on, Tiffy.
I don't know. I mean, I like Charlotte Flair a little bit, but I just feel like Tiffy's very hot right now.
If she wasn't a
It would be a
Flair,
shame. It would be a shame for them to just put that flame out that she has going right now.
but it's not putting it out first. That's what I was about to say. She's a Flair. Her dad was the GOAT before Cena, and she is considered the woman's GOAT. She's trying to tie her dad's record. And
I don't consider Ric Flair to go.
if,
I don't care how many
if you
belts he won.
don't count all the outside titles, he still had 18 through WWE and WCW. Now let's count the NWA and all the people
I don't judge
realize.
by that.
People, well, I've watched
Oh, of course she's gonna.
the documentary on Flair, and
Didn't LA Knight already do this?
Flair's longevity, Flair's character, his gimmick, where he came
He was
from,
great.
how he was
great.
brought up. How many people copy Ric Flair to this day, though, still as active?
Yeah.
We've seen Xavier Woods do it tonight.
He was great. Snoop Dogg is probably the most famous rapper of all time, but that don't make him the GOAT. But he's in everything, though, right?
I beg to differ, because it depends on what you consider a GOAT.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're considering just lyricism,
That's what
you're
I'm
right.
saying.
But
For me, I don't consider Ric Flair as the GOAT or even in the conversation.
Watch some of the 80s matches with Flair.
I don't
Flair
want
in
to.
his prime.
I don't want to watch the 80s matches.
Well, that's the thing is, I have. And Flair was a better chain wrestler than Bret Hart or Kurt Angle.
I don't like chain wrestling.
He was a better seller with his strikes. He's the one that innovated the chop and made the chop really what it was, as big of a scene in the corner with the counts, and that was Flair's thing. Like, he can be a performer. Back in the day, he was doing hurricanranas, and he was going off the top rope, and he was athletic. We got to remember that by 2000, Flair was like in his 40s or his 50s. He's almost 80 now in 2025. Like, none of us got to experience unless we really look back at the footage.
I will say he's the GOAT on the mic. He's one of the GOATs on the mic.
And if you watched his matches from the 80s, you would say, he used to be good, but he's old. Why did he keep wrestling? Because now my image of him is not what he was. He ruined it. And a lot of people said that. That's why I love how Sting went out and Undertaker went out. You don't get to do that very often. That's like a once in every 2 lifetime thing where you get to go out how you want, still on top with your legacy unscathed. And very few wrestlers do that.
That's gotta be very uncomfortable to wrestle.
At least she's actually got a good outfit for once.
It's still falling off of her. She looks anorexic and bulimic.
Yeah, she does look sick.
But I don't like that outfit. I don't like that.
But that's like a lot of people say before Flair.
It looks better than what she usually wears.
Superstar Billy Graham was the GOAT before Flair, according to what people say. So it all depends on what you classify as the GOAT, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Cena is not the greatest in-ring wrestler of all time. He is the greatest character ever to touch pro wrestling, in my opinion. Because as far as selling tickets, selling merchandise, nobody can touch Cena's numbers. If you're basing it off...
I'm just basing it off my favorite.
Well, if we're going favorites, then my top 3 includes Scotty 2 Hotty. And people are like, Scotty 2 Hotty?
I like Scotty 2 Hotty.
How many people were doing the worm and the worm was a thing before Scotty? Now it's a dance move. Banging it, banging it, banging it, banging it.
I don't know who I would put in my top 3. I know it would be Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and then I don't know who my third would be.
Mine would be like The Undertaker, Mick Foley.
if I'm being serious and picking my top 3, it'd go Taker, Jericho, Sting. And people are like, Jericho? Yeah, because Jericho's been to Japan. He's still in AEW, killing it as a mid-card. And he's not re-signing, and rumor has it he's coming back to WWE for one more run because he wants his Hall of Fame ballot.
There we go.
I don't think anybody besides the 3 I named have had as long of a career and been able to stay at the level they've been at through their career other than Taker, Sting, and Jericho.
I think Taker would probably be my 3rd spot.
I have to go in order: Taker, Jericho, Sting, in my opinion.
The streak he had with WrestleMania was just...
Mine's definitely Taker and Mick Foley. I'm not sure about my 3rd. There's a lot of times when it comes to my 3rd, but Taker and Mick Foley for sure.
Now, if I'm going greatest overall character ever, like who was the best at playing their role the best, it's a close 1st and 2nd, in my opinion, for Ric Flair and Scott Hall. Scott Hall he's a white guy that played the Italian Guido Chismo role so well and played it perfectly.
All right.
What is that?
It's their advertisement. It's that Be Better that they were advertising.
I thought that was something on your TV.
No, that's through this is Peacock. That's their ad.
What the heck? In mid-match?
Look, it's right there on the ring, too, the Be Better.
Oh.
They got like 12 sponsors in the ring. See, it just went away.
I feel like they really don't like each other.
They don't.
There
What do you mean?
was backstage beef that they did. They publicly both came out because they were interviewed, and I watched it before, right as you guys were getting here. And Tiffany and Charlotte both said it wasn't supposed to be personal, and then it got personal. But at the end of the day, it's all business. So they both, in a real sit-down interview, admitted that, yeah, we cross lines, but business is business, and we know that happens sometimes. It's not really personal, but yeah, I don't want to lose.
It wasn't meant to be personal, but we both got a little upset at some point.
Yes, exactly.
Is what that means.
Yep. That meant that we crossed lines. We didn't mean to, but we did it.
She said some stuff that
made me say some
ticked me
stuff.
off, that made me say some stuff that ticked her off.
But, I mean, Flair held it together very well until Tiffy got personal when she rolled out of the ring. The marriage line, yeah, and that's the thing is Tiffy had already gone off script because apparently Tiffy forgot what her promo was supposed to be and just went shoot.
Well, that was better.
It was better, but it almost got her beat up in real life.
No way. Charlotte Flair is beating up. Do you see them?
Charlotte Flair is training for a different build now. You should have seen Flair back in the day. And Flair,
this ain't back in the day, bro.
I do believe Flair has 2 black belts in judo. Flair is not one that... I've watched 60-year-old men mess up 20-year-olds. I don't care how old you are and what you look like. I learned that the hard way in life. You never know what somebody trains and knows. I know Tiffy's a gymnast. She's a freak athlete.
I know crazy.
I know she about to have another crazy wardrobe malfunction. I don't know why she constantly wears shit 2 sizes too small.
I don't think that's as tight as most of the stuff she wears.
I know Flair need to find something that actually fit her.
It's impossible.
I know they can make them smaller than that. Come on now. Alexa Bliss has stuff that fits her. Get out of here. She's 120 pounds, soaking wet. Flair's 6 foot. Come on now.
I mean, Lord knows she's got enough money.
Yeah, and that's the thing is WWE helps with a lot of the outfits, and it's like, your dad literally paid for $20,000 robes for his walkout, and you can't spend an extra $30 to $100 to make sure your outfit actually fits your body the right way. It might be cheaper because they got to use less material.
It's the material. I'm thinking it's the material. If she wore like some regular like spandex type material, she could probably make something that fit. But
I mean, Tiffany's fits. That's the thing. You need to find stuff
Tiffany
that
has a regular proportioned body,
but even her arm sleeves, like, they're actually tight. Flair just had to pull her armbands up a minute ago, and she almost has the one past her elbow.
The one is.
This is Booker T's favorite move. And Flair was one of the first ones to do it back in the day. Michael Cole called her Tiffany the Care. He got Tiffany on the brain.
I'll tell you right now, Charlotte Flair has taken a lot of heat inside the locker room for being so dismissive of every single woman under the WWE umbrella.
Nobody likes her. That's crazy.
That's the thing, though.
I mean, I thought that was pretty impressive. I don't know.
And that's what they say, though, is if they're not booing and they're not cheering, you're not doing your job. If you're a heel and all you hear is boos, then you're doing your job perfectly. That's the point. Look at Dirty Dom. Like, everybody hates him, but he's good in the ring.
No, he's not. He sucks in the ring.
No, did you watch his match with Penna?
Bro,
he showed that he has improved.
He's
so
improved,
much.
yeah, but he's not good.
For a luchador, yes, he needs to quit with the powerhouse stuff and do what he knows, because he's been doing that since he was a kid, more than likely. Because when he wrestled Penna the other night, he looked good. I was very impressed.
I don't think so.
I
I will say he looks better than he did in the past.
Because he doesn't have strength to do any of the big upper body moves. He's just tall. He needs to be a Jeff Hardy. He needs to embrace
either
it.
that or put on some freaking weight and start hitting the weight room.
I don't think he can. Look at his dad. The only time his dad was big is when he got fat and got that gut. That's why he wears a t-shirt now.
Anybody can, bro. It's just about putting in the work. He just is lazy.
I've tried it. Sometimes your body just don't put it on.
If you had the money that these people have, I guarantee you could at least put on some weight enough to cut up and look good.
Tiff, you better start coming out with some good moves here, because
A big boot's coming.
That's a
From,
good
ooh, that
move.
was hard on the
That's
head.
a good move.
A big boot's coming soon from Flair. I feel it for some reason. The way she's throwing her in these ropes and shit, she's gonna hit her with that big boot.
Pick you up and put you through the desert real quick. Somehow Charlotte Flair kicks out. All rostering instinctively to Charlotte Flair in this match. The way she reacts so quickly, it takes a beat for the less experienced Tiffany Stratton to ponder her next move. And that is really the advantage now that Flair has.
I told you these matches were gonna be longer. I mean, we're about, almost 15 into this one?
This is about as long as the other matches so far, depending on how much longer it goes.
I was about to say, if it doesn't end in the next 3 to 4 minutes, it surpasses the last 3.
I'm sure it's going to be at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, it got to be a 20, 25 minute spot.
But then again, I don't know.
Well, what time is it?
Yeah,
9:39, and this will probably go until 11. So, yeah, this is probably going to go at least another 10 minutes.
You think this is going till 11?
The pay-per-view, yeah, the PLE, absolutely. It's WrestleMania.
With only one more match left?
Yeah, because the one more is the triple threat.
I mean, I know it's
They're
a
going to
triple
do
threat.
the vignette and the promo that's going to
Yeah,
go
they're
about
going to do
10
the promo,
minutes. Yeah.
and then they're going to do the entrances.
And it'll be about a 30 to 40 minute match. 'cause
Each
it's a triple
entrance
threat.
is going to be a major entrance. So, yeah, I guess, yeah.
11, because it's almost
How are we
10
going to do that one? Are we going to do the entrances, or are we going to start the video right before the match starts?
We'll probably do the entrances for that one. I'm not watching the vignettes, though.
No.
I
I want to watch them.
Yeah, but I'm not recording for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, guys. You want to watch the vignettes, you can literally go on YouTube and find the vignettes. Not sitting through all that. Not being able to get up and get food or a drink or go pee to please you guys. Sorry, not for the vignettes.
there's the big boot.
I called that big boot. Look, thank you.
You ain't winning like that.
No, she'll win with a figure 8.
You need more than that.
She'll hit a figure 8. She'll hit her big, beautiful moonsault that she does. Tiffy will hit hers. There'll be a near fall. She'll go for the figure 8. It'll get reversed. Then she'll end up hitting a big boot again and probably locking in the figure 8 to finish it. It's going to be back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to where Tiffy can call out a rematch. This will be a rivalry that'll probably, in my opinion, go until SummerSlam. And I'm okay with that, because that's going to help really elevate Tiffany Stratton. It'll give Flair a chance to win this one, and then lose it again, and win it back, and then lose it finally, have tied her dad, and put Tiffany Stratton on a new level because she beat the Queen not once, but twice. Because if she wins this one, and then loses it to her, and then wins it back, that puts Flair at 16. She tied her dad. That's what she wants to do. And then Tiffany does it again.
Ooh.
They could push it one of two ways. What they'd probably do is, because it'd be Flair 1, Tiffy 1, Flair
They
1,
just messed that up.
2 out of 3 falls for the last one.
They did something wrong here.
Yeah, they did.
They messed up.
Charlotte fucked up.
Not necessarily. It could have been either or. She could have been supposed to hit a clothesline, or Flair could have met her in the ring. We won't know until tomorrow when they both interview and talk about it.
What is going on here?
Reversals. They're trying to anticipate the reversal and make it look more realistic.
That looked terrible. They're tripping. This is a
Hey, watch your mouth, Charlotte.
Right.
Dropping F-bombs in the ring after calling her a B.
This is a co-main. They need to be better.
They're 15 minutes into the match. You know how tired these girls probably are already?
They've been sloppy the whole time.
They put a lot of work in on the outside at the beginning, remember?
I don't care. Ain't no excuses. This is like the Super Bowl of wrestling, my guy. This is it.
That looked good. Yep, now she's gonna... Yeah, we still got a while. She ain't even targeted the knee yet. No, Flair had a real knee injury and had surgery. That's why she wears the brace like Stone Cold. Here comes her moonsault. Called it.
Nope.
Remember, Tiffany Stratton, not the only one in this match that has a gorgeous moonsault. Charlotte to the top rope, the champion though, continuing to fight. What grit!
Suplex off the top. A little German. Nope, back body drop.
Yeah.
Back suplex, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know.
Moonsault.
No.
She's gonna hang her.
What is going on, bro? You can't tell me this don't look terrible.
Told you there was the spine buster.
She's hit the spine bust. That's the second one.
I know, but I said there was going to be a boot. Flair was going to go for her moonsault. Tiffy was going to hit a spine buster. Flair was going to go for a figure eight and not be able to lock it. Tiffy's going to go for her moonsault, and then Flair will finish it with a figure eight.
Those are all their moves. Of course they're going to do all that stuff.
They're going to sell it that many times, though, to try to make
Yeah,
everybody
but they're not doing very good to me.
Guys, this is just night one. WrestleMania Saturday.
I expected this to be much better executed.
I was thinking it was going to be a little more hype than what it's.
Naomi and Jade did a much better job.
Again, WrestleMania. The last WrestleMania.
Well, those are...
And I don't even like Naomi like that.
Well, those are two different types of wrestlers, though. Flair's a specialist and a grappler, and then Stratton's a brawler and a high flyer. It doesn't sink very well. That was a good crossbody roll through. Seen that. Weak kick out, but she got it. Ooh, Tiffy lip busted.
Yeah, it is.
Good knees. Right in the turnbuckle. Kicks her out.
That's the difference between good and great. Taking advantage of those situations that arise.
Gonna hit the moonsault. Is she gonna do a no look? Is she gonna pull a hangman?
No.
Nope. Stratton stopped her. Hung up on the ropes and
She said, wait.
yeah, but I don't know. She didn't give the signal. Good sell by Flair. You don't see many people sell that the right way. That's how you sell that. Good stuff. Ooh, that was a stiff kick. That's why her mouth bleeding.
Win the championship, Stratton's got a kick again. I mean, almost Immediately, Tiffany Stratton right to that knee as soon as she saw weakness.
I wonder if that was a sell or a real injury because she looked like she was supposed to hang her head up on that and then grabbed her knee. Unless the plan is to, here she goes back to the leg. The plan is to have her get reversed when she goes for the figure eight and Tiffy counter the pressure. Forget the knee, my calf be hurting after that. And then she pushes with that leg. Tiffy, come on. That's going to be all over the internet tomorrow. Getting that leg ate up and then pushing off with it.
Yeah, but now she just attacked the wrong leg.
Yeah,
She went to the other one. Yeah, she's going to go to that one again, though. That's a Flair thing. Because I tell you what, my cousin put that move on me as a kid. That is uncomfortable. There's no way to sell that. That hurts for real. You're hyperextending your opponent's knee, and then you're bending the ankle the other way. It don't feel good.
As she was goading Stratton and allowed Stratton a way out of trouble. And again, going for the figure four. She couldn't bridge enough with the injury.
Ooh.
Back to the knee. The fact that she couldn't
Want to mess with my knee?
That was a hard shot block,
That
too.
was.
bended sideways because the brace has been loosened.
That was better than the first one.
Protection to Flair's knee. And now Stratton going to climb up top. Charlotte Flair is in trouble. Knee exposed.
Got the knees up. Told you. Told you she was going to counter it. Got the knees up.
Charlotte's knee. Charlotte.
Roll up by Charlotte.
Kick out at two by Stratton. Oh, Charlotte Flair putting it all on the line here.
Now, it'd be really disappointing if Flair really ends up injuring that knee. A lot of superstars do that because they want to sell the prior injury and they re-injure it. I like how she sold the knee when she brought her knees up, too. She grabbed it immediately.
Just as she was about to close it on victory. Charlotte sacrificing her surgically repaired knee to block the moonsault by Stratton. Those are the stakes. It's Wrestlemania. Championship gold on the line against those
come on, Tiffy.
Charlotte Flair
Going on a 20-minute match so far.
Wrestlemania for the very first time. Knows what it's all about, to be in the spotlight, to be in the pressure. But again, the injured knee not allowing her to get to the ropes quickly. Trying to get to the top rope again. Stratton's going to meet her there. Tiffany Stratton climbing the ropes for these.
Suplex.
Yeah, she got to get her. Yep, she just got her foot on the outside.
Let's do it.
Counter.
Oh.
Beautiful counter by Flair. Calling her up. Drop kick. Drop kick or crossbody. Oh. Okay, Dan.
That looked terrible. Maybe they just don't.
Their synergy
well
is
together.
their synergy isn't well because
Maybe
that's
they
a
don't
move
match up
that
well.
is on Tiffy to sell. Because when you feel Flair grab you like that, you have to lean in with it and then hit your bump.
They just don't mesh well.
Well, didn't they say one of them said in the interview it wasn't supposed to be them two in the match? That's not, Flair said that's not what she wanted. She didn't want it to be her and Tiffy.
Yeah, because she wanted Nia to win.
Yeah.
That was playing into the storyline because she has personal issues with Nia. Storyline personal. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that was a hard chop block, man. Roll up.
Come on.
She's in the ropes. Rolls through, fights it. Come on, scoop. Counter. Tiffy sold a body shot, hit a forearm strike. Ooh, damn. Careful, you had surgery on your nose before, bitch. You're going to break it again. It was WrestleMania when you broke your face last time. Oh, she didn't mean to hit the bottom one, but you know that hurt. See, when
Ain't neither one of them selling good at all.
Flair would have been better off to sell that the right way and hit her shoulders on the top instead of her head on the middle.
But that's the third time. That looked terrible again.
Well, now it's supposed to because her knees hurt. Kick out.
Yeah, that ain't
It is. Wow.
it.
Oh,
Yes.
Is her tooth chipped? It is. Her mouth is bloody and her tooth is
I
chipped.
don't think her tooth is chipped. I think it was just covered in blood.
You seen it too? Yeah, but
I've seen it, but I don't think it's chipped. I think it was just bloody. I hope.
oh no, it's broke.
yeah, that's chipped. She got a broken tooth and a busted mouth, but got the win at
Got the win.
WrestleMania. She
Over-
said, "Tiffy time." Now I gotta go get my tooth
I told
fixed.
you. I told you.